Okay, Coach, the playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. This fielded at the 2. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away. And we may have a face mask here right at the start. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
On the double. Is the mic. Watch the out. Watch the out. Double tight. Double tight. 3 down. 3 down. Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Calvert looking deep downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On first down, Hills, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's going to be a long. Bravo. It's going to be a long. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58. 58's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Hey, exit. 58, boys. 58. 58. Here we go.
To throw on second down, Frost. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Frost. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Right there. Watch the pass. Hey, high 7. 5.
On first and 10, Frost. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Ready? 10-2 saw. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Here I come. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike. 58's the Mike. 58. 58's the Mike. Push him back. Go. Push him back.
Throwing on third and long. Frost looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make our score 9-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a second and long.
Come on, set. 30 base. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Operating from the gun, Calvert. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
50 plant. Is the Mike. Mike 91. Time to go. Night, night.
On first down, it's Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You don't want it. You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball. Switch.
After one, it's 9-0. Now it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Gurley. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They try right side here. Gurley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hack. Hey, wahoo! 91 is the mic. Let's go. Check 91.
2nd and 4.
All right.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Come on now. Let's go.
4 yards. First down.
On first down, Calvert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal.
Watch the twist. Check 91.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here. Brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Adam Shaheen there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down now, Hills. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
He's checking. Crash. Squeeze. On the ball. Ready. Hot. Run.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They didn't. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check. Crunch. Greystone travels. Hey, Echo.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First down, Rams.
You ready? 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Gurley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
From the gun, Frost. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Frost. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try the left side. Hills. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. 80 weapon. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hills. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Now a give, right side. Hilliard. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
36, 36. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
And a give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check 9, check 9. Recon, 132 fighter. 53's the mic. 53, check 53. You got nothing today. 61, matchbox lights. Go check.
Right back to him on first down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Bring it. Bring it. 49. Check 49.
On second down, Hilliard. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 15 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Back to throw. Calvert. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And it's taken in at the 9.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they'd place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills? And it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Throwing on 1st down. Frost finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike. Strip the ball.
Here's 2nd and 8. Steps away to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 1, 2, 3. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58.
Operating from the gun, Frost. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Calvert. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Here we go, D. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Calvert into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. So the Packer offense coming on. They'll be asked to go for 2. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
44, Mike, 44. It's our pick.
Throwing after the interception. Calvert, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. Flush to it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Hills. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense.
Now the ball comes loose, and now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Calvert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on first down. Hills, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 21 yards away. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw on second down. Calvert. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Gurley again here on first down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 6. Now a desperation throw deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. Hills. And he loses the football a second time. And the Rams have got it back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Calvert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hills. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.